If you're looking for an inexpensive cruise out of Florida, you should take a look at Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas. Mariner does inexpensive 3- and 4-night cruises out of Port Canaveral that'll take you to Coco Cay, Royal Caribbean's private island in the Bahamas. Thanks to a $250 million expenditure by Royal Caribbean to add all sorts of cool features to the island, Coco Cay is now one of the most amazing cruise ship destinations in the world. My travel agent, Caitlin Gallagher, just returned from a cruise to Coco Cay on Mariner of the Seas, and I'm heading there a few weeks from now. Coco Cay is really impressive, and Royal Caribbean's big investment in the island is really paying off for passengers who get to have a lot of fun during their visit here. There's the Caribbean's largest freshwater pool, known as Oasis Lagoon, as well as a gigantic water park with 13 water slides, including 6 that kids can ride with their families. Coco Cay features the tallest water slide in North America, known as Daredevil's Peak. And if you're a thrill seeker, think about renting a jet ski or soaring over the island on 1,600 feet of zip line. Families with young children will want to visit Splashaway Bay, the children's water play area. Now, if you want to chill out during your perfect day at Coco Cay, head on over to this side of the island where you'll find powder-like sand, warm water, and plentiful cabanas and daybeds for relaxing. It's known as Chill Island. There's a lot more to love about a cruise on Mariner of the Seas than just one perfect day at Coco Cay. Royal Caribbean recently spent $100 million on upgrades to Mariner of the Seas. Kids will love the 2 new water slides that were added to the ship. They're known as the Perfect Storm. Another fun new attraction on Mariner of the Seas is the Sky Pad. It's way more than just a bungee and trampoline activity, thanks to these virtual reality headsets, which totally amp up the experience and take it to a whole new level. It's hard to appreciate Sky Pad looking at it in a video like this. You have to try it to really appreciate what a cool experience it is. Mariner of the Seas also features a flow rider now, something that you used to only find on Royal Caribbean's biggest ships. This 40-foot-long surf simulator is a much better way to learn how to surf than trying it on real waves at a beach. Another new attraction on board the ship that families seem to really love is the laser tag course, known as Battle for Planet Z. There's no extra charge to participate, and I hear it's a lot of fun. You're given a vest and a laser gun, and everyone is randomly divided into 2 groups, alien or robot. Neither group is a bad guy, and you can't choose which team you're on, so it's not uncommon for families and friends to end up on opposing teams. Another new attraction on Mariner of the Seas is an escape room. They call it the Observatorium. If you like a challenge where you have to use problem-solving skills and where someone with a good brain has a big advantage over someone with big muscles, you'll enjoy the Observatorium on Mariner of the Seas. Several new restaurants and bars were also added during Mariner's $100 million refurbishment, the most notable of which is Playmaker's Sports Bar and Arcade. You can enjoy sports on one of more than 25 TV screens and enjoy some great casual dining in a very fun environment. Spend some time in Playmaker's Arcade, playing classic arcade games, or enjoy a tasty beverage with your family or friends. Another fun place on Mariner of the Seas to grab a drink is the new Bamboo Room, featuring a throwback tiki room vibe. There's a special line of cocktails here in the Bamboo Room, and you're going to see the Bamboo Room added to many ships in the Royal Caribbean fleet now. Mariner of the Seas was the first to get it. My travel agent, Caitlin Gallagher, who just got back from a cruise to Coco Cay on Mariner of the Seas, says Mariner is a great ship and that she and her family had a lot of fun on their cruise. If you are interested in booking a cruise to Coco Cay or any cruise on any cruise line, here's all of Caitlin's contact information. Definitely feel free to put Caitlin to work for you, planning and booking a cruise for you and your family. There are no extra fees for her services. It doesn't cost you anything extra to have her take care of everything for you. Her fees are paid for by the cruise lines. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be going to Coco Cay pretty soon. I'll be shooting lots of video of my own, which I'll be sharing with you here on my YouTube channel in September. I'm Jim Zim. If you enjoyed this video, I'd sure appreciate it if you'd hit the thumbs up button. That tells YouTube's algorithm that this is a good video that they should recommend to other people. And if you'd like to join me on a cruise sometime, visit my website at jimzim.net to find out about my upcoming group cruises.